Hey, friend. Hello. Hey. What's going on, you guys? Share the live as y'all come in. We're going to be sitting here for a minute, just chit-chatting about GLP-1. Thank you. How do I know when it's time to go up in my dose? So you're going to go up in your dose, friend, when your medicine is no longer working for you. Just remember that it's not weight loss medicines that you're taking. You're taking an endocrine medicine. Thank you, friend. And so your medicine has to change you metabolically, which means this medicine is going to make you more insulin sensitive first. So your body has to learn how to adjust to the meds and how to adjust to the dose that you are currently on. I'm not sure what dose you're on, but any dose that you're on, your body has to get accustomed to it, and it has to learn how to metabolize the carbs and the fats on that dose. So give it a, give it a little bit of time. Now here's the thing. When I say move up in dose, when it's no longer working for you, I mean, if you start to see scale weight and that scale weight stops and you're doing everything like meeting your water goals, your protein goals, you are working out, friend, you're not stressed out, because when you stress, cortisol will come, that's that hormone that will make you gain weight. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do and the scale is not moving, then go up, because it is normal to stall on GLP-1 medicines. Hey, Miss Carolyn, so that's normal. You just have to be able to recognize. Hold on, make me sure my Wi-Fi is okay. Yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay. So just make sure that you're doing your part. If you do your part, the medicine gonna do its part. And just give it some time, and just remember, it's not a weight loss medicine that you're taking. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Mama G. Happy Monday to you, my love. So I'm on a little bit early so that I can answer questions. I feel like when I'm on a little bit early, I can see all the questions and I'm able to answer more questions, because I feel like there's a need for questions to be asked. Just watching the timelines, friends, I just feel like it's a need for questions to be answered. Hey, girl, so glad you did that great video. I was considering against my better judgments. Yeah, Lindsay. I don't know why my algorithm is on the gray part of the weight loss community, and I am shook by some of the things that I have been seeing, and I feel like people don't really know what's up, so that's why I did the video. It wasn't to like scare anybody or force people to do what I want them to do. No, y'all grown, y'all do what y'all want to do. You just need to be doing it knowing all the facts. The movie was amazing, Miss Lady O. I love it. It is beautiful outside. That's why I feel like I could sit out here. So I got my fan and I got my water, friend. Honey, I am prepared. I got my fan and I got my water. So, just to be clear, I am against research grade medicines only because it's not for human consumption. And I know what it can do. And I've seen people go to prison behind it. Prison, not jail, prison. Did time behind it. So, trying to manipulate the community and making people think they taking one thing and they taking something else, like all of these people that's taking the retatrutide. Now, y'all know that's research grade. And if that's what you want to do it. But don't be out here trying to convince people that you doing something safe and it's not. Like, come on now. Don't be playing in people's face. I don't like stuff like that. I had to move down from 12.5 to 7.5 because I had so much acid reflux and wasn't able to keep anything down. Tiff, I feel like I just went through that as well. I was on 12.5. I went back down to 10. One reason was because my box was about to expire. So, but I'm glad, I'm glad that happened because I was having a lot of reflux as well because I wasn't able to eat. Thank you. This is an on-time message going through a stall right now. Yeah, baby, there are a lot of things that you can do to get out your stall too. You know, you can ask your doctor to increase your meds. You can start intermittent fasting. You can make sure you increase your protein. You can start implementing some of the injectables that people are doing. Now, I would say do all the things that's not going to cost you money first. But yeah, the NADs, the lipo-Cs and stuff like that has been helping people boost their metabolism. But I would not recommend doing that first at all. I would recommend moving up in your dose, increasing your protein, you know, just monitoring your daily lifestyle to see if your lifestyle is playing a part, because it do. It be playing a part in a lot of our situations. I know from mine for sure it did. Do you know what's the highest dose of TERS? I don't, Angie. You have to go into your patient portal and ask. I was so tempted until I saw your video with the research. It is a very tempting thing. And listen, I want to be very clear when I say this. I don't want people to think that I am so far removed from people not being able to afford their medicine. I'm not removed from that. I'm dead in the middle of that because I'm a nurse. I see it every single day. You know, I see people suffer all the time, especially the homeless who can't afford their medicine. Y'all, my hospital is literally right across the street from the park where the homeless people sleep. And we got all kind of stuff, all type of programs that we set in play. Our hospital literally pays for some of the patients' medicines and stuff. So I know people be out here desperate doing stuff. So I get it. I get that's what people is out here doing. What I don't like is the way they glorifying it without telling people the whole story. That's the part that I don't like. I just added lipo-C. Very good, B-Mac. You know, lipo-C, honey. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks for you to start seeing your results with lipo-C. But once you start seeing it, girl, you're going to love that stuff. I had to come off of lipo-C because it was doing too much for me. You know, it was causing me to have frown lines in my face and stuff like that. Is the Wi-Fi okay, y'all? Hey, Rocio, welcome in. Tracy, what's going on? Tracy, what's going on, friend? Who else I see? Amanda is in the building. Tiffany is in the building. I think I said hello to Miss Carolyn. If not, hey, girl. Miss Lady O is in the building. Who else? Lindsay. So welcome in. If y'all have any questions, drop it in the chat. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Dale. Hey, Miss Sanchez. Brittany. Lovely Shady. Thank you for the follow. And by the way, for those of you who are not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me and put your notification bells on so you know that you know when I'm live, because, friend, I literally don't ever know when I'm going to be live. I just, whenever I feel like I got enough energy to be able to talk for a little bit, that's when I come on. What were we discussing? I was talking about how y'all's timelines and my timelines are flooded with people going great in the weight loss community. You know, people doing research grade meds. And I just was speaking on my thought process with it. And y'all keep in mind, I'm just one person and it's my opinion. Y'all are grown. Like I said, you know, I just want you guys to know all of the facts and anything that you do so that you can make an educated decision of whatever it is that you want to do for your life. It's your body, it's your temple. That's between you and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to share all your business with people, you know, but there are people who legit want to know, what is this? What are they talking about? There are people who don't know, you know, and that need to know. And so that's what I'm here for. So you ain't got to like it, but you damn sure got to respect it, because somebody got to tell these people, because some people just don't know. Hey, Twain Cox 2, do you think gray is a bad if people get it tested? You can test purity, mass, heavy metals, toxins. So when it comes to that, it can be tested, but you can't test it. There's no way you can test that at home. No way. Now, you can send it in to be tested, but that costs, to get a research grade peptide tested the way it needs to be tested for it to be deemed for human consumption, that's going to cost you about $500. And I promise you, the only people questioning whether it can be tested and this and that. This, all of this stuff is people who don't have medical licenses, because people that have medical licenses know better, and you are not going to see a person that have a medical license come up here and say that. You know why? Because what's going to happen to them licenses? They're going to get snatched, because we know better. The community don't know better, but we know better. You're not going to see somebody that got a license come on here and tell you that a research grade peptide could be tested at home, and you get the purity, the authenticity, and all the other stuff. Shit, I ain't got to go into. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've never known about the gray market. Girl, listen, I just didn't think y'all was doing that. I knew it existed, but I think, when people say common sense ain't that common, and I'm not judging nobody. I'm really not judging anybody, but there is such a thing as something happening in the world that you have no clue about. And people that don't work in medicine, like if you are not touching sick people every day, this isn't something that you even think that could happen to you, because it's not a part of your life. So when you come across somebody that sees this type of stuff, and for me, like I said, like I knew it existed, but I would have, in my sane mind, I would never think that someone will purposely take something that's not for human consumption. That's not something that I'm thinking about. Like, I'm thinking that you're going to be like, it's not available for human consumption. Shit. What that mean? I feel like people are going to question and go into like, why? Now I could see that being a topic on TikTok, but people actually buying it and showing people how to reconstitute it all wrong and stuff, y'all, definitely flooded my timeline, had me researching. Girl, yeah, I'm like, I need to start doing like a clean talk. I need to start searching that type of stuff so I can reset my algorithm, because it's heavy with the gray stuff. I've seen about 4 nurses in scrubs unbox their grade. Yeah, they're going to unbox it, healthy meat, but they ain't going to tell you where they got it from. And they're not going to tell you that you should go get it. I bet you it wasn't that. It wasn't in the video. Yeah, it ain't that much clicks and views them girls want, or them men, whoever it is that's doing all of that. It's not that many clicks and views that they want that's going to make them make the state board of nursing or a doctor or whatever investigate them and pull their licensure, especially if somebody get hurt. We can't be so desperate that we put our temple in danger, child. Let me tell you something. Humans do all kind of stuff to themselves. So I'm telling you, this don't just surprise me. It just, I don't know what I feel about it. I done seen so much. Y'all know I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine and outpatient medicine. So I done seen some stuff, y'all. So I kind of feel like I'm a little numb. Like it's almost like I feel like nothing surprises me anymore with humans. But in the weight loss community, like, well, I was about to say, I figured that our community was a little bit smarter than that, because we got a lot of people on here that share their stories and we talk about things. They got a lot of creators and, people that talk. My algorithm isn't set to the bad side of the weight loss community. I see positive people. The negative people, I don't wean them out months ago. I don't see that type of stuff. So when my algorithm sent me to the research grade and I seen people pushing air into powder and listen, all kind of stuff, I was like, how is TikTok letting this even happen? They give us we get strikes and we get violations telling y'all the truth and telling y'all how to be safe. So how is this happening? I'm so proud to work with the same telehealth as you. You make us all better. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mama Susan. I appreciate that, my love. I appreciate that. All of my videos and my mindset is based upon patient safety and advocating for the patient. And I feel like a lot of that is vetted in the fact that I am a cancer survivor and I've been there. I've been in the bed sick a lot of times. And so I've experienced what I would think a patient would want when they are sick. You know, I've had, you know, when I was going through cancer, even as a nurse, can you imagine my bills? Shit, I had a cardiologist, I had a respiratory therapist, because when, you know, chemo, it kills cancer, but it also takes the best parts of you as well. Like the palm of my hands were just as dark as the darkness of my skin going through chemo. You know, these scars that y'all can see, I don't know how good y'all can see them, but this was all burnt, like literally black, like the crayon, because that's what radiation does to you. And so I had a radiation oncologist, I had an oncologist, I had a cardiologist, because chemo will cause you to have cardiovascular issues. I had a pulmonologist, because, you know, I had bad reactions to chemo, which is the reason why I had to go through compounded pharmacies to compound my chemo drugs for me. So, you know, I guess I just feel a ways about, you know, when you know, when people be manipulating the community, you know, just for, I don't know what they be doing, if I don't know what people be looking for, like, you know, especially medical professionals, like, you know, all the evidence-based practice, clinical settings that we've been in, all the things that we have learned, all the schoolings that we have had, you know, and we also took an oath to protect the community. Like, there's a nursing oath that we take to protect the community. So I know that medical providers do have risky behavior. They're humans. They just as natural. You know, you don't never want to put those type of people on pedestals, because they're human just like you. But at the end of the day, you would think, because you have the clinical side that a layperson does not have, it'll say, hold up, this is something that I may be doing, but I ain't gonna show that to the public. And damn, they doing it anyway. I'm like, damn, it ain't no way in the world I can know that about you as a person that works in the clinical field, and I want you standing over me giving me medicine. Hell, the devil is a lie. I don't want you touching me at all, because if you don't respect yourself, and you don't respect your role, if you don't value your own life, how the hell you gonna value mine? You can't teach me nothing. That's just my opinion. I'm one person. Mama Susan says, they are really trying to justify their bad behaviors. They are, and it just makes them look at them like you are just even more ignorant than you look. Like, when they start opening their mouths and they start trying to explain it away, it just makes me think like, damn, like, it just makes me want to, you know, just educate even harder. You know, I just educate even harder. You know, I find the time to make sure y'all have all the facts. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to sway anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody feel guilty, because I know money is an issue in this, especially in our community. You know, I know price gouging is a real thing. I just personally hope you love yourself more. And if you don't love yourself enough, look to the side of you at your family and the people that love you. You know, if you ain't gonna do it for you, what about them? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I'm grateful for Amble having the add-ons as well. GLP-1s didn't work for me, but taking add-ons. And that's another thing. And thank you for saying that, friend. I've even seen people, you know, people have questioned and asked me, well, you know, if research grade is not, you know, research grade is one thing, but, you know, what about compound? You know, where did the compound come from? And it's like, people be so focused on the wrong thing. You know, you do know that, I'll hope that everybody knows that it's a possibility that your active ingredients can come from overseas. It's a strong possibility. That's not what we're arguing. We're arguing whether or not it's pure, whether or not it's safe for, you know, human consumption. You know, that's the argument. Why would you want to take something that's not safe for human consumption? There's no, you don't have evidence of purity. You don't know if it's sterile. Y'all, let me read something to y'all. Because I pulled up this case that was in a medical journal just for my own education, but since there's 134 people in here, let me just read it to y'all. Let me find it. And again, this is not to sway anybody from research, you know, it's just to give you some information. There was, and this is just one case, there was a pharmacist. His name was Barry. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. His name was Barry because he's probably still living. His name is Barry Caden. You know, he was the owner and head pharmacist in this case. And then he had a supervisor pharmacist that his name was Glenn Chin. This is what they did. Let me read this to y'all. This was in 2012. And you can Google more recent situations, but this one was in 2012. In 2012, it's called the 2012 fungal meningitis outbreak, which was linked to the New England Compounding Center. It says in September of 2012, health officials identified a multi-state outbreak of a fungal meningitis and other infections among patients who had received contaminated preservative-free. Now, y'all do know preservatives is what maintains the stability of your active ingredient. If you don't have, that means things can spoil. If there's not a preservative in it, things can spoil. It can grow fungus, and this is exactly what happened. So, in 2012 of September, health officials identified a multi-state outbreak of a fungal meningitis and other infections among patients who received a contaminated preservative-free methylprednisolone. Y'all, that's a steroid. Injections produced by NCC in Framingham, Massachusetts. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, y'all, that's the CDC, and the Food and Drug Administration, y'all, that's the FDA, traced the sources of infections to these contaminated injections. What was the consequence of this compounded pharmacy selling people research-grade meds that they thought was FDA approved? This was the consequence. The outbreak resulted in 64 unalivings and over 700 infections across the 20 states. Investigations revealed that the NECC had violated numerous safety protocols, including failing to properly sterilize the drugs, neglecting to test them for sterility, and the facility's cleaning rooms were found to be contaminated with mold and bacteria. Legal actions were taken against the executives. Barry Caden was convicted of racketeering and mail fraud. He received 14.5 years in federal prison, and his supervisor pharmacist Glenn Chin received 10.5 years in prison, y'all. This is what happens. This is why you will not see, like with the retatrutide, you're not going to see no damn compounded pharmacy give y'all no retatrutide. Now, you'll go to a med spa and get it, because med spas can use research grade. You don't have to have, med spas don't have to have prescriptions to give y'all anything. That's why I be very, very skeptical about people going to med spas, because they're not set under the same standards. I had to block a lady going back and forth with me because she was still saying, baby, you should have, I would have just let her say what she wanted to say. Because here's the thing, when people make up their mind to do research grade anything, their minds are made up. They're going to do, they're getting the weight loss that they're looking for, or the appetite suppression that they look for in those meds, which is, I don't know whether to say that's good or bad, but they're getting what they feel like they're paying for. But you're also playing Russian roulette, like I said. I was reading about a case where this pharmacy in Massachusetts was selling a steroid to patients that was research grade, and what happened. So, I mean, I'm just really exhausted about talking about it. Once I make a post, my mindset is I said what I said and I do what you want. Like, once I give you the information, I can't, y'all are, grown people are grown people. I don't tell people what to do. I don't. I just advise. I just give you the facts, and I point you in a direction for you to go. I would hope you would go down a rabbit hole trying to figure out what's safe for you. Their patients did not know it was research. No, friend. They had no idea. No. Hey, Brandon. Had no idea. And this was a steroid. We ain't even talking about the WL meds. This was a steroid, methylprednisone, that they were giving these patients. And they in prison. Well, they probably out now. So as a result of that, hey Lisa, it says the tragedy prompted significant regulatory reforms. In 2013, the Drug Quality and Security Act, the DQSA, was enacted, granting FDA greater oversight of compounded pharmacies, especially large-scale producers like the 503Bs. This act established a new category of outsourcing facilities subject to stricter standards and inspections. So people could say all day long, oh, well, you don't know where the compounded meds come from. I don't give a damn where they come from. Is it humanly ingestible? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. If the FDA has regulated it and the Pharmacopeia Board has regulated, I know they had to test it for purity, they had to test it for quality, and they had to test it for sterility. Okay, and they tested the pH. I'm not finna buy research grade and send it off to a pharmacy and get them to do it, because the FDA ain't regulating that. The FDA is regulating what compounded pharmacies do. So if I gotta pay a couple of extra dollars to be around and not get something as severe as a fungal meningitis, I mean, that's just what I'm gonna do. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? They are them, I'm me, y'all are you. You know, you just, as long as you have the information you need to make a decision, I'm not judging you on the decision that you make. I want that to be very clear. I'm not shaming anyone, and I'm not judging anyone. I just want the facts to be the facts. And like I said, I don't care what color you paint a fact in, it's going to still read the same way. No, I don't want to be a scientist or a chemist to get sick. Girl, listen, when I saw the 75-year-old lady, and this has nothing to do with her age, but I'm like, where are your daughters, your children, or the people that love you? She was literally, she had a vial of powder, and she was pushing air in the powder. And I'm like, who taught you that? Where you got that from? And I mean, she doing this on TikTok. So she doing an educational video for y'all. That's what she teaching y'all. And I'm like, baby, golly. Oh my God. Y'all, it's scary, to say the least. It's very scary. So you just be careful, you know, be mindful of, you know, your sources. And like, you know, I always tell y'all, I don't care who is before you on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the platforms, and they are telling you about a WL medication, and that includes me. You always have to go, hey, baby doll. That includes me. You always have to go to your clinicians and have the conversation with them. They're the ones with the medical expertise. They're the ones with the evidence-based clinical studies. They are the ones who have the practice where they have prescribed medicines and watch patients. And y'all, just make sure y'all doctors know what's going on. Hey sis, is BioBoost the same as Lipo B or C? I'm not sure, friend. I'm not sure. Can you recap on the subject? Absolutely. Friend. Hey, Vivi. I was just speaking on WLs and people going gray, meaning people are going on these sites to buy these research grade WL meds, and they are teaching the community or their people, their followers, how or what they're doing, showing them what they're doing, because they're not telling them where they get it from. I don't think, have y'all seen people tell people where to get it from? I don't think they're that risky. I don't think they've been doing that. Now, I've not seen someone actually say publicly, this is where you get it. I don't think I've seen that. But I have been seeing people actually getting their little packages in, honey, showing, oh, I got 10 vials for 10 cents. And this is how you do it. You know, this is what you mix it with. You don't know what to mix. You're mixing what you're mixing the active with what they sent you, but you don't know because they haven't been tested, y'all. So that's basically what I was saying. That's what we were talking about, y'all. So I just basically made a couple of posts giving people the facts on it, and I made it very clear that I'm not judging people for what they're doing, because I get it. Cost is a problem, and people are very desperate and are doing extreme things. I just hate that. I just hate that for them. I hate that for it's just so risky, y'all. I've been seeing people talk about it, and I've been saying people are so brave. Yeah. Did y'all see the movie Sinners? That's exactly what it reminds me of. Like, people will know. Like, people will get a pum pum, and they will put one candy in the chamber and just point it directly at them and just be clicking away. Like, my mind is blown with stuff like that. Like, I love life so much. Like, look at the sun, look at the sky, look at the birds, look at the flowers, look at the trees. I'm not finna compromise my ability to live my life comfortably. I'm not finna choose to risk it. It's not nothing that it's not finna happen. It's not finna happen. Y'all gonna keep seeing it because it's very popular, y'all. It is very popular. And they ain't gonna go tell their doctors that somebody had asked me, so have you seen anything like this in the emergency room? Have you seen people come through that take research grades? Let me tell you what people do and how we know, okay? 9 times out of 10, now mind y'all, I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine, okay? So I'm either in the ER or I'm a charge nurse on a 20-bed outpatient unit, okay? So when people come in with suspicious diagnoses, we already have a list of what it could be, because we know we're not going to get the truth. Just like people will come in and they be done got, like, they'll be done got, or they be done got, and we'll ask them what happened. Them people will lie. Like, 9 times out of 10, we not gonna get the truth. We already know we're not gonna get the truth, okay? And some of the stories be so elaborate, we be like, okay, But when it comes to injectables, like when people do stuff and we know that, like, there are signs that it was an injection that was done. Like, there'll be like signs of like skin cellulitis. Like, they'll have like either like lines going up from wherever they injected from. You can see like it's like distinct lines that'll go up from the injection site, or they'll develop an abscess underneath the skin, or they'll have bubbling at the site, and then it's accompanied with stuff like things like headaches, shortness of breath. They might have heart palpitation. Like, it be different symptoms that we can couple together, and we can speculate what actually happened, and we'll treat them that way, because we're not going to get the truth. Do you think somebody is going to give themselves a research grade medication and then have an allergic reaction and come to the hospital and say, oh, I gave myself a research grade medicine? No, no, they ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it. Not that we would judge them, because we just gonna treat you. If you tell us what's up, we can treat you fast and send you about your way. But because we gotta go down, we gotta do process of elimination with some of these people. She not telling a lie, baby. I'll tell you a joke all day long, laugh with you all day long, but I ain't gonna lie to you about this type of stuff. I don't have to. People out of their hairstylists and doctors. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I didn't like the movie. Too much going on. Not a clear oh my God. Just over it. It was so good. It's being pushed so hard down my FYP. And listen, it's going to be pushed and you're going to be so tempted. I promise you, because I be looking at them like, damn, I wish that we could get medicine that cheap, like the real stuff. I wish that we can get it that cheap, and hopefully one day we will. I know there was a gentleman, I know y'all, did y'all see that Dave and another gentleman had went to the White House because there was like an obesity conference or something? There's another one in July, y'all. I'm going because I want to be a part of the solution. You know, I want to be a part of the solution. Whether something happens and something changes or not, I just want to be a part of the solution in the most healthy way, you know, because of this, you know, because people are just so desperate, and I feel so sorry for them because I understand why they're doing it. I definitely understand. Now, I can't understand why a medical professional is doing it. I don't understand that one. It's nothing that you're going to say to make me believe that. But a person who has challenged, you know, resources, who have challenged clinical, you know, perspective. Is that your new one? Wow. Hi, you like it?
Yeah, but they didn't, my gold didn't come in, and my 2 bracelets didn't come in, and they gave it the wrong ring.
Oh. So it's not flipping?
It might not be. It's probably still gonna flip, but it's not.
I like the way it looked. Yes, I understand too. It's not cheap out of pocket. It's not cheap out of pocket, and it's also not. You know, people don't really be knowing what telehealth companies to go with. Can y'all see me? Because I feel like that sun's shining real bright now. You know, people be confused about what telehealth to go with and stuff like that. You know, so you know, I get it. You know, it's a hard decision that we all have to make, that you all have to make to decide, you know, what avenue to go. That's why I feel like education is key. That's why I feel like you guys should be doing your own research and not just listening to me and them, you know, and talking with y'all doctors. Talking with y'all doctors is key. You know, they have some doctors who be skeptical about, you know, you doing using different compounded pharmacies. You know, I don't know why, but I would at the very least, you know, I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Research is key. It is. Is it true that if you had a tummy tuck that you shouldn't have jabbed because of the blood flow? No, baby, you can jab there. I had a tummy tuck in, what year was it? I got diagnosed in 2011, I think 2014. I had a tummy tuck. Or it might have been 2013 or 2014, and I give him my belly, and I do fine, and I have blood flow there because I've injected in, had a blood return after my injection. Thank you, friend. Sorry, y'all. I'm going through the comments. Yep, I was tempted, but I talked to my husband about it, and he said no. Renee, he probably said, hell no, you being cute. He ain't just said no. I would tell you I used it and likely bring it with me so you can check it. Oh, now that's smart. I mean, if you gonna do it, at least let somebody know. Damn, so if something happened, you know, golly, but whatever. Thank you, friend. The necklace is in the TikTok shop. It's by Kristen Marie. The research website literally states that not for... Listen, I heard that. Blue Heart. Someone did say that in the comment section of my video, but I never went... Because, girl, I don't even know what the websites look like. So I never went that far down the rabbit hole because I'm just not that interested. I just felt like if I give y'all the information... I know y'all are intelligent enough to know what to do with it. And even if you decide to continue to do the research grade, just don't... I just will hope that it's not something that you would want to influence someone else to do, and then they do it and something happened to them. Like, because, like, how you gonna feel if you was the catalyst to their demise? Like, how would you feel? You know, like... Damn, do we still, what's the humanity and the compassion for sick people? Because you got to remember, these are obese people. These are people who are suffering, and they just want help. At the end of the day, they just want help. But give them the opportunity to get the help that they need, or give them the information that they need to make the best educated decision for themselves. Don't be trying to sway people and glorify something on one end and just totally leave out the fact that it's not for human consumption. Like, It's not for human consumption is exactly what it means, y'all. You know, like I just read the case to y'all, you know, they're preservatives. We got to figure out what preservative is going to maintain this active ingredient. Not the preservative, but what preservative. You know how much testing has to go through. You know, people don't realize it's some things. Whenever you reconstitute medicines, y'all, I've been a nurse for 23 years. I still get freaking nervous when a pharmacist send me a medicine to reconstitute. No, that's not my specialty. I'll say, you know, now I'm not going to say I'm not going to reconstitute it. 9 times out of 10, it depends on what, if I'm in an emergent situation, I will reconstitute it. But don't send me no powder and something to reconstitute that I'm not accustomed to reconstituting. You know this is something that you're going to do. I'm going to call. I'm going to ask 1,000 questions before I reconstitute it. And when I reconstitute it, you know, it's things that you got to look for when you reconstitute medicine. You have to look for, are there particles in the medicine now? Is it crystallizing in the medicine, in the vial? I meant, are there particles in the vial now? Is it crystallizing in the vial now? Did it turn a color? Y'all, all of that means something. All of that means something different. And if you haven't been trained to know what that's going to do when you inject it, like, it's so much deeper than people want to say. You know, it's so much deeper. You got to know what to look for. And if you don't know what to look for, you just out here doing stuff. The fact that people are asking how and don't realize ChatGPT can help, they don't need to. Thank you, friend. Because you can ChatGPT about anything now. But, you know, like I said, you know, I'm not challenging what you decide to do with your own person, with your own body. You know, that's for you to decide. I just want you to have the information so that you can make the best decision you can make. Can Amble help? So Sabrina, Amble is a telehealth company that I am partnered with. If you click this picture up here, it'll bring you to my profile on TikTok. There is a link in my bio where you can go through a medical questionnaire and get with an obesity trained specialist who will talk to you about your med history, as far as the medicines that you are taking, your health history, as far as things that you have, as far as the medicines that you are taking, your health history, as far as things that you have, like comorbidities and your experience in weight loss meds. Hold on, y'all, I'm gonna go inside because I done got a little hot. They'll talk to you about your experience in weight loss medications as well, and you guys will decide together which one of these meds is appropriate for you to take and which ones is best. And here's the best thing about having an obesity trained specialist. I was talking with someone on like in my comments, and they were saying if I've been on this medicine for such and such time and it's just not working for me, and my primary care doesn't want to do anything else. You know, well, I can understand why they don't want to do anything else, because they're not trained. They don't specialize in obesity medicine. You need to look into an obesity trained specialist who knows, okay, well, if my patient is on a GLP-1 medication and they're on a moderate dose and they're still having sweet cravings, then they know, okay, well, let me try them on Contrave, because then they know Contrave is for sweet cravings. But your primary care doctor, that's not their focus. They ain't focused on trying to get you another weight loss medicine. No, I done gave you one. If that one don't work, then they ain't gonna be more in depth than someone who is trained to do it for you. In other words, that's why it's best to go with an obesity trained specialist so that you can get the best outcome. Hold on, y'all, because I done got hot and the sun is cooking me. Give me 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on, baby dolls. Honey. Babe. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. This ain't no better. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I feel like I need a fan on me. Oh, Lord, I didn't think I was going to get that hot outside. I'm doing good, Heidi. How are you? Amble is awesome. I'm just tuning in. What happened? Thank you for speaking the truth about research. So, just to recap, y'all, and I'll recap this all day long as people come in here. I was basically talking about research grade weight loss meds. My timeline for some reason is profiling to people going gray, and so I was talking about the safety in that, and just giving people the facts. I have a couple of videos posted about it that you can go back and watch, but I primarily wanted people to know. What's wrong, babe? Can you come plug this up right here?
The tracking stuff wasn't it, my watch.
Oh, it wasn't? Here, babe, plug this up for me. Right there. Oh shit, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I just want people to know the facts before they start dibbling and dabbling. Dibbling and dabbling in research grade WL medicines. Just be very careful. Yeah, baby, thank you. Yeah, let me see what like. Did you call customer service? If they have one? Oh, Lord. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Ooh, Lord. But for those of you who are asking about Amber, let me just show y'all, because I see it, y'all. I'm just trying to cool my little self off. Here's the thing that I want you guys to know. Girl, they sell these fans in the TikTok shop now. Hey, Annie. This is something that I want y'all to know, because people get real clever about convincing people to do stuff, especially this research grade stuff. They get real clever. Like they will challenge your telehealth company. Like someone said, well, people who are affiliates, the affiliates get stake in saying not doing research because we get paid, for trying to convince y'all not to do research grade medicine. And first of all, I felt insulted, first of all, because I'm like, damn. So you saying that we just dumb, like we out here, we just don't know, we just don't know what not for human consumption mean. And you're saying that people in the weight loss community don't know the difference between lab, not for human consumption and what's been governed by the FDA. Like you're basically saying people don't know the difference. And second of all, I want to know what affiliate is making that much money to be lying about that, because I need to get with them. Please and thank you. Immediately. Immediately, I just want to believe that people are intelligent enough to make the decision for themselves. Like, I don't feel like I gotta convince y'all not to do research grade WLs if it says not for human consumption. I really don't feel like I need to convince y'all of that. Now, give y'all the facts so that y'all can make an educated decision. But I feel like once you see that it's not for human consumption, you be like, oh, I'm out. Like, that's just my thought process on it. They act like y'all desperate for money as a nurse for many years. Girl, listen, that's what I don't be understanding it. I do not be understanding it. Like, I don't know what that is about. I don't know what that is about. Y'all, if y'all think affiliates, well, let me not say anything, but it's not that, friend. It's not about money. Let me just say that. It's not about that part. Please and thank you. It's not. When it comes to people in the gray, all we're talking about is you taking a medicine that is not for human consumption. Stop trying to make it about something else. Like, you cannot compete where it does not compare. I want to see people if they're gonna eat meat that says not for human. Annie, child. And listen, girl, why are you saying that? I saw a gentleman, he had a pack of chicken breast, raw chicken breast, sitting in the car. He opened the chicken breast with like a little knife that he had in the car, took the chicken breast out and started eating it raw in his car. So, girl, they got him out there. They do all kind of stuff. I made a sharp left turn when I saw not for human consumption on the website in all caps. Meanwhile, nurse so-and-so bought 11 boxes. Like, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. Because like y'all said, there are medical providers out here buying this stuff. The not for human consumption should be enough to deter them. Girl, it's not. Clearly. Because my timeline is crazy. Tonight, I'm definitely going to be watching Clean Talk and, like, I like that type of stuff. I like easy stuff on, I want to see somebody cleaning their house and, cleaning their pools and organizing. I love stuff like that. Easy stuff. But all of this stuff, pushing air into powder, I'm like, y'all, come on now. Hold on. For the people that's asking for the link for Amble. Give me 1 second. So if you click this picture twice, it'll bring you to my profile page. Right underneath my email address is my personal website. This is where you will find the link for Amble Health. Oh, and speaking of that, when people try to, so it's this very first link right here. You open up this first link. You're going to know you're in my website because you're going to see a picture of me. You're going to see my name. You guys, I'm licensed under the Texas State Board of Nursing. And you scroll down till you get to the Amble Health hyperlink. Y'all, I got us a coupon for Goalie gummies now. So y'all know I got us a discount for Goalie, for Seek, of course for Plume, Vita Authority, and Miyoki. So I'm waiting on Mary Ruth to give us our discount code and a few others. So all the ones that we talked about the other day, I'm waiting on them. I'm waiting for a couple more people. So yes, indeed, I'm on Purse Charm and Book Talk. Girl, yes, Rose. I ordered me a Purse Charm. Girl, let me show you what it looked like. I ordered me a Purse Charm last night from the TikTok shop. I can't wait till it get here. Let me show you which one, girl. So, yes, I like perfume talk and jewelry talk as well. Oh, why didn't it didn't profile to my TikTok shop? Hold on, let me go to my orders. I ordered my husband some more of that GNC stuff that he be so in love with. Oh, maybe it didn't profile because I didn't order it. I thought that I did. Girl, I didn't even order the damn thing. But anyway, let me show you the one that I want. Hold on, let me go to... Those purse charms are so freaking cute. Let me look up purse. It's a black and white one, and it looks like a bow. Oh, this one, girl. This one. Look how cute. This is the one. Oh, yes, honey. Listen, I did contact Bella, Caroline. I did. I'm waiting for them to respond as well. For the 180 people who are in the chart, in the chart. In the live, y'all, click on this picture right here. Make sure you're following me. Put your notification bells on, because I never know when I am live. And the link for Amble Health is in the bio. Oh, this is what I wanted to say about people who do research grade and they try to compare research grade to compounded medicines. Okay, so here's the thing I need y'all to understand about compounded medicine. So when y'all hear people say this, y'all know that y'all will know better. Now, we all know that compounded medications are not FDA approved. But do y'all know why? Do y'all know why compounded medicines are not FDA approved? I want to see if there's somebody in the chat that knows why it's not FDA approved. Why are compounded medicines not FDA approved? Because mind you, my chemotherapy medicine wasn't FDA approved because it was compounded. No compounded medicine is FDA approved. Because they have not done the research on humans yet. No, that's not why. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole said it. Because it is personalized. Whenever there is a medicine that is made for one individual person, the FDA will not, they won't approve it because it's for you. Just you. Just you. However, the ingredients that are used to compound medications are FDA approved, or they are regulated by the FDA. Okay, so every medicine that is compounded has to be for humans to consume. They have to be. So when you hear people say, oh, well, compounded medicines, the only reason why is because it's for one person. Compounded medications cannot. That's why when you see a medicine that is compounded, your medicine, you are considered like an individualized case. They're not looking at you as a person in the weight loss community. They're looking at you, one obese person. That's the only reason why, because they're customized. Thank you, Southern Vine. That's the only reason, y'all. It's not about the ingredients at all, because the ingredients are 9 times out of 10, the ingredients are FDA approved. Okay, 9 times out of 10. Because the FDA is not going to allow compounded pharmacies to use research grade anything. It's just not going to happen. Most people think compounded was invented for weight loss. It's been available forever. Rhonda. Girl, oh my God. Oh my goodness, girl. You don't know how many times I have thought that to myself. I may have said it out loud, but I thought it more times than other. I'll be sitting back and I'll be thinking to myself, if people only knew. Just like, for example, the case study that I just talked to y'all about with the pharmacists who were given the methylcarbinol. I keep saying methylcarbinol. The methylprednisone research grade, and the people got fungal meningitis, right? Them pharmacists went to prison because you cannot give the FDA. The FDA do not play when it comes to that stuff. Girl, the gavel is at my desk, Lindsay. It's at my desk. Girl, I did a supplement live and I got supplements all over my office, girl. So, it's I can't go in there, girl. I gotta clean up all that stuff off my desk. My cart is all over the place. I'm on mono 12.5. I'm on mono 12.5, type 2 diabetic. I lost 100 pounds. Been on for exactly a year, 240 pounds. Now I'm 140 pounds. So that's a 100-pound weight loss. Congratulations to you, friend. Congratulations, my love. Babe, you watching the show without me? Hold on, y'all. They're making me do the puzzle. Honey, you watching the show without me? Oh. Yeah, we watching White Lotus. You do lose a lot of muscle mass, so people will lose their muscle mass, friend, if they're not doing if they're not doing resistance training. Yes, you will lose muscle mass, friend, if your protein is not up. So yes, it does happen. That's why, I try to tell patients, when you start your GLP-1 journey, move your body a little bit more than you were moving it. Download the fitness apps, or start journaling, so that you can make sure that you are meeting your goals every single day. Because people will, life be happening, friend, and a lot of people be just moving in life, not really doing those types of things, and before you know it, they done lost a ton of weight and they done lost muscle. Sometimes life get by you, things get by you. So in order for you to be able to make sure that you're meeting your goals every day, the best thing to do is to track it. But I understand that life be lifing for people. Thank you. I eat protein. I just started lifting weights to build back muscle mass. Very good, friend. Very good. And resistance training is not so much as going in the gym and acting like you are a bodybuilder trying to, outweight, or outlift, people that are in the gym. Resistance training is about doing high reps with low weights. So you do low weights, but you do them a lot. That's what resistance training is. Or you can do, something like what I do. I do resistance walking, where I'll walk with like a weighted backpack, or I'll have my weighted vest. I have a 5-pound, I have a 10-pound. I just ordered a 16-pound because I feel like I need to up my game with the resistance walking. And then the ankle weights that I have, for some reason, like once I get to mile 2.5, I guess because my blood be pumping or whatever, my ankles start itching with my weighted ankle weights. So I need to find some weighted ankle weights that are very sturdy, because mine be, because I power walk, so mine be all over the place. So if y'all have a good recommendation for some ankle weights, I don't like mine. And this is the second set. The first set I had, I liked them, but I took them off and left them on my back patio, and they got rained on and mildew. And for the life of me, I cannot find those ankle weights for nothing. And the ones I have, they just, at mile 2.5, I gotta take them off. I don't have a weighted vest, so I free weights in the backpack. Okay, got you, friend. Oh, good, Pam. Girl, 15 pounds. Ooh, Lord, I know you be feeling like you carrying a little toddler on your back. Can you really build muscle back? Girl, yes. Yes. See, well, if you have a link for a good pair, girl, friend, send me the link. I want some that Velcro. Well, mine Velcro, but it's like you got to put it through a strap, pull the strap tight, then Velcro it. It's just too much. Whereas the other one I had, it just was Velcro to Velcro. You just do them like this, and they would hold on, and they wouldn't move. They wouldn't budge, but these be all over the place. Girl, I threw them away. I'm new, just trying to catch on to what you guys are discussing. So, Tara, we're talking about body positivity. We're talking about this is like the GLP-1 community, people who are in here who are interested in weight loss in the most healthy way, whether they're using GLP-1 medications or they're doing it naturally. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, lit.
Ooh, wow. Beautiful. Where's your watch? Oh, that's what you're waiting on. Oh, okay. That's nice, boo. TikTok blocked my question. Can you confirm necklace in? Yeah, the necklace is in my showcase, friend. It's in there. I'm at the right place. Yes, you are, friend. Yes, you are. I'm going to make sure y'all get the information that y'all need, whether y'all want it or not. Those that don't want it, honey, just scroll on, baby, because I'm going to tell the truth. I just feel like education empowers y'all, and I want you guys to really be safe. And I'm just hoping that something changes with these weight loss meds, Retatrutide right now is in clinical trials. And I'm hoping when that, I don't really know what's going to happen when that, what y'all think going to happen when that come out on the market legally? What y'all think? Do y'all think they're going to go down on the MJ and the ZEPBOUNDs? Do y'all think it's going to go down? Because everybody going to want the retatrutide then. Bella says it's going to be a game changer. Hold on, friend. Let me see what that is. I feel like that's your blood pressure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Diastasis. Hold on, friend. Let me see what that is. So the person who's asking about diastasis recti, friend, I am not sure. I'm not sure. No, you didn't spell it wrong. You didn't spell it wrong. I'm just not sure. I don't I've never worked in women's health. So I don't really know too much about did you have that after you had a baby, or did you have a surgery or something? Girl, I don't work in women's medicine, so I'm not really versed on women's, you know, diagnoses like that deep. What you finna do, boo? Oh. Have you spoken about the gin powder that's going around? What's that, Cookie? What is that? Okay, she said yes. After she had her baby, she had huge fibroids. Girl, listen. You know who you might want to talk to about that? Ask Nurse Kima. Kima is going through something, something like that. And I know she might be live. I know she was live this morning talking about a procedure that she had. And she may go live later on today or tomorrow when she's feeling a little bit better. But you may want to ask Nurse Kima about that. She know a lot about that type of stuff. You're welcome, my love. She is amazing. For the 170 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click on my picture. Make sure you're following me. Put your notification bells on so you know when I am live, friend. Okay? And if you're looking for the link for Amble, the link is in my bio. Oh, and also, I forgot to put the pins up. If you are a person who wants to start GLP-1 medications for whatever reasons, y'all know I always tell y'all to start with your insurance companies first. Make sure that you go through the insurance company first to see whether or not they will help you pay for them, because it's the most cost-effective way for you to get your medicines. You know your insurance company gonna do their part every single month. And then if you have if it's not on your formularies and you went through your prior authorizations and you're still having a hard time, then use the link that's in my bio and connect with the Amble Health clinician. Okay. Y'all, I took my Hunger Houdini by Plume, and it's working. It's working. So I'm on 10 of GLP, ZEPBOUND branded, and I also took yesterday and today I took the Hunger Houdini, and I like it. Y'all know it has saffron extract in it. Your thoughts on Force Factor hair growth vitamins? I'm not familiar with it, boo. Nurse Kima is very helpful when it deals with insurance. Very much so. Yes, she is. So I'm gonna start recommending patients who are having stalls in their journeys to try the Hunger Houdini as well. I have to wait until I have been off Jumvia for a month. Oh, okay. Januvia. Oh, Januvia is for diabetes, right? Oh, per your insurance. Girl, they always got something going on. Hey, friend. Yes, Miss Heidi. The Hunger Houdini is the one made by Plume. It has saffron extract in it. And we had looked up saffron extract the other day. And the benefits of saffron. First of all, it says saffron extract is a concentrated form of spiced saffron. It's most commonly used for mood boosting, appetite suppressing, and antioxidants. For mood support, it says that saffron extract may help with mild to moderate depression and anxiety by boosting your serotonin levels. And when it comes to your appetite, it says it may help reduce snacking, curb emotional eating, which is why sometimes it's used in weight management supplements. My daughter been telling me and my husband for the last 2 days that we need to start eating because, well, he didn't take the Hunger Houdini. He just took his injection. I took my injection and I took the Hunger Houdini, and it worked. It's working. It's helping me. So I love that. Oh, and it also says that the dosing on saffron extract to make sure, because I wanted, so when we were looking up the ingredients, I wanted to make sure that they had enough of the saffron extract in the supplement before taking it. And so as far as this medical journal on saffron extract, it says the recommended dose for weight management is 175 milligrams per day. But in Hunger Houdini, there's 185. So they have 10 more milligrams of saffron extract, which I was excited about. I was excited about that. So we'll see. You know, I go back to work. I've been off for 8 days. So I'll go back to work tomorrow. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to fast. And y'all know I had asked my doctor for some phentermine because I was getting desperate. See, now let's talk about it. This is the level of desperate that I go to. When I'm desperate and I want something to help me lose weight, the most desperate I'm going to get is taking phentermine because I know my doctor want to see me in 30 days after taking the first dose. I'm going to be evaluated by somebody. I ain't that desperate to go get something research grade. You understand what I'm saying? So we all have a level of desperosity, if that's a word. But I'm not finna risk my life now. I'm not finna risk no viral, no bacterial, nothing. It's not finna happen. Let you take Casimia. What's making you crave tuna fish?
I always eat that. And I'm broke.
Okay. Oh, you got the script now. Now remember, Casimia have phentermine in it. Hold on, let me tell you what it have in it. Unless you already know that. You tell me, because I forgot. It's phentermine and something else. It should have been on your script. Let me see. Does anybody know? Topiramate. Okay, got you. Yeah, so you know. Ooh, girl, I wonder what your milligrams are. Like how much topiramate and how much phentermine. Let me just look to see what the standard doses are. Because I'm saying that because I'm wondering how much phentermine is going to be in it. Okay, so it says the recommended starting dosage for Casimia is 1 capsule which contains 3.75 milligrams of phentermine and 23 milligrams of topiramate. So, girl, it's the whole tablet. Oh, but then it says, okay, let me read the whole thing. It says, it's recommended to start the starting dose to be 3.7 milligrams of phentermine and 23 milligrams of topiramate, taken orally once daily for 14 days. After 14 days, increase to the recommended dosage of 7.5 and 46. Wow. Mine is 100 twice a day and 37. Girl, how do you feel? Braid therapy. I'm saying that because phentermine makes me go crazy. Girl, it makes me mean. It gives me heart palpitations. It gives me anxiety. It makes me OCD. Lady Brittany said Topamax almost took me out. What did it do, friend? And I take Wellbutrin. Okay, very good. So braid therapy. Are you on a GLP-1? Kiwi, look at Minnow.
Dogs like it.
He might want some tuna fish.
No canned tuna. Get down.
Okay, so you're on 7.5. Got you, friend. So you feel like you are on the right. You have the right therapy, and this is what I love about when you have a clinician that has some obesity medicine training. So that way, this is what I tell y'all: when you are on a GLP-1 medication and you start stalling, or you still have cravings and stuff like that, and your primary care doesn't feel comfortable prescribing you other stuff. When you have a doctor that is an obesity trained specialist, they know of other things that they can complement your GLP-1 with. I do know that Sam, I know that Samorelin helps too with you building muscle mass. Hey, Kima. There go Nurse Kima. Kima, somebody was talking about fibroids, and she was talking about she said, hold on, let me see, because I have wrote it down. Diastasis recti, where her belly was big because of fibroids or something, and I sent her to you. I advised her to go to you. Oh wow.
Get down.
That's nice.
This is my big piece.
Mm-hmm.
And my two tennis.
Oh yeah.
And my ring too big to show it to you.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Okay. Hey, Alicia. Yes, Kima, that's what she was saying. She was asking me, do people recover from that? I think that's what she was asking, and I just did not know. I told her that you talk about stuff like that, and so she may be DMing you, or I told her to go into your lives and stuff, because you be talking about stuff like that. Because I honestly have no idea. Do you want to come up on the panel, sister? I'm following her. Okay, there she is. That's Felicia. Felicia was asking about it. That's Nurse Kima. Let me pin her. Do you feel well enough to come up on the panel? Because we just talking. I've been on live for a minute now, sis. Ooh, wow.
Not what I ought to do.
You don't like it?
It's too big.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it don't fit.
It'll be right here.
Okay. All right, friend. It is kind of big. What are your thoughts on Lipo B? Girl, I think Lipo B is amazing. You know, Lipo B is a combination of complex B vitamins. So it's going to help you with energy. It's going to boost your metabolism. It'll offset some side effects that you may have from GLP-1 medications. So Lipo B is amazing. It's amazing, friend. And, you know, when you get it from the compounded pharmacies, you know that it's being regulated by the FDA and the pharmaceutical board, so you're safe with taking it. Now, I just don't know about the med spas, like, because I know that med spas, you don't have to have prescriptions to get stuff from med spas. I be feeling like med spas and, you know, places like that can use research grade type vials, and I just don't want that for y'all. I've been on a compound with Ambo since I started 8 months ago. Boom. Is it a thing to take too much B vitamin? Girl, it is. Your body is gonna pretty much excrete, you know, what you don't use. But I've never seen anyone overdose from a B vitamin, girl. You ain't gonna be, it ain't nothing that you're gonna be taking that's gonna give you that much of a OD with that. Let me see what Cookie was saying. I don't think I saw the first part of what you were saying. Beautifully Tide said my A1C went from 12 to 6.4 since starting GLP-1s in August. Congratulations, friend. Girl, I'm just seeing your comment. Imagine the EL meetings when they find out people rather take research. Listen, they don't care. But I know one damn thing. Don't let them find out that y'all is out here selling it, because they're going to sue the hell out y'all. They're going to sue. That's why you're not going to hear people say where they get this stuff from. They ain't not going to do it. And if they doing it, they really bold. Miss Heidi, so how do you feel? How do you feel with your B12? Do you feel like it's offsetting your side effects? Because, you know, some people really like that because it helps with their side effects. Girl, queen, I'm telling you, they can be up there all they want, reconstituting, pushing air into a powder and all the other stuff that they be doing, but they is not finna put a headline as to where they got that stuff. Especially no medical professional. You ain't gonna see it. They probably not even gonna DM it to y'all, because y'all know people be screen recording and screenshotting all kind of stuff now. So I would hope they smart enough not to put their licensures on the line, trying to sway people to take something research grade. Girl, especially that. Yes, friend.
You're down.
Because y'all do know that's research grade, right? Y'all know that. Y'all know that retatrutide is still in clinical trials. Y'all very intelligent. It's still in clinical trials. The FDA has not approved that active in that yet, because it's still in clinical trials. It don't mean it ain't being sold in the gray market. It's being sold, but again, we talk about the purity. We talk about the authenticity of it, the pH of it. It was some other things I was looking up. Oh, and let me read something to y'all, because I had screenshot this. There is a such thing called the Good Manufacturing Practice standards. Hold on, let me just chat GPT that, so I can get the words together, because I ain't going to be able to say it in my own words. I know what it is, but I ain't going to be able to tell y'all the way I want y'all to receive it. Good. What did I say? The Good Manufacturing Practice. Let's just do G. It's called GMP. Question mark. Now, this is through ChatGPT, y'all. Let me see what it says. Okay. Good manufacturing practice refers to a set of regulations and codes and guidelines for the manufacture of food, beverages, cosmetics, pharmaceutical products, dietary supplements, and medical devices. In short, GMP ensures products are consistently produced and controlled to quality standards, safe for use, meeting required quality and efficacy, manufactured in a hygienic environment, and proper documentation at every step. Key principles of GMP include controlled manufacturing process, clear written procedures and instructions, proper training for the staff, well-maintained equipment and facilities, thorough record keeping, regular quality checks and audits, systems to investigate complaints and recalls. In many industries, compliance with GMP is legally required to be able to sell products. Okay? That's when the FDA and the pharmaceutical board come in to play when it comes to compounded medication. So y'all ain't never got to worry about, y'all don't have to worry about where the hell stuff come from. Y'all just need to make sure that that GMP is being done. And the GMP is being done with compounded pharmacy. Let's ask Chat GPT. What happens? What happens when a compounded pharmacy does not follow? Hold on. What happens when a compounded pharmacy does not follow GMP practices for patient safety? What are the consequences? One moment, please. Is it good?
Yeah, but I don't know all the way yet.
Okay. Here we go. If a compounded pharmacy does not follow GMP, which is good manufacturing practices, the consequence can be very serious for both the patient safety and the pharmacy itself, right? When it comes to patient safety, here are the risks. Contamination. So non-sterile or improperly compounded drugs can get contaminated with bacteria, fungus, particulates leading to infections, sepsis, or even unaliving, right? Incorrect dosing can happen. If processes aren't controlled, drugs might have too little or too much of the active ingredient, causing treatment failure or toxicity. I ain't even thought about that with the gray people. Stability problems. Without GMP, a drug might degrade quickly, becoming ineffective and harmful before its expiration date. There can be issues with cross-contamination. Compounds might get mixed up, exposing patients to allergens, incorrect medications, or unsafe drug combinations. Labeling errors. Patients could receive the wrong instructions or the wrong product if there are no standard procedures. Legal and regulatory consequences. So the FDA will send out warning letters. The FDA may issue a warning letter if the pharmacy is found non-compliant during their inspections. There can be recalls. The pharmacy might have to recall all affected medications, damaging their reputation and endangering patients. Now, this is the reason why I be telling y'all, when y'all get y'all vial in the mail, on that vial, there's a number called a lot number. Always record your lot number. When I tell y'all, I have in my medical, y'all know there's an app that have there's a medical record app. In my medical record app, I have every lot number to any vial I have ever ordered, wherever I've ordered it from. Every one is important. Even y'all's research stuff, there should be a lot number on there. If it's not, that should make you goddamn nervous. But anyway. Because if there's a recall, don't you want to know if you're a part of the recall? Hey, friend. Okay, what else can happen? Injunctions and shutdowns. The FDA can seek court orders to shut down the pharmacy operations entirely. What else can happen? Fines and penalties. Violations can lead to large financial penalties. What else can happen? Criminal charges. In severe cases, Pharmacy owners and staff can face criminal prosecution and prison time. Did I not just tell y'all that Barry and his colleague, Mr. Chin, went to prison? One had 14 years, the other one had 10. Loss of their licensures. There can be civil lawsuits. There can be insurance issues. Real life. Boom. Look. Listen. I'm going to tell y'all a joke, but I ain't never going to lie to y'all. Look what it says. Real life example. The New England Compounded Center. This is the one I told y'all about. The case in 2012. A tragic example where they failed to put the preservatives in the meds and people got fungal meningitis. It says unaliving over 100 people and sickening over 700 others. I ain't got to lie to y'all. This was so big back in the day. This was so big, y'all. It's no way a person that works in medicine, if you've had your license as long as I had it, you gonna remember this. It's right here. They just put it here. Y'all better be careful with that stuff. I'm telling you, it's literally like getting a Pum, loading it with the candy, and swishing the chamber, and then pointing it at yourself. Like, come on, bro. It's not that serious, y'all. But I get it. I have to be honest. I understand why people do. I understand why people do research. I do. I just wish that they did not have to go to such extreme, unsafe measures. I know that's right, Rose. Hey, Princess. I was just going over. We were just basically talking about. I was telling the chat that there is a section of the weight loss community that are considering themselves going gray. And what that means is that they are deciding to do research meds instead of going through compounded pharmacies or paying, going through their insurance companies. They're cutting out the middleman by doing research grades. And I was just giving people information on what that actually means. What are the risks so that you guys can make educated, safe decisions for yourself, whether or not that is what you want to do. And I talked about, how people who are going gray try to justify going gray, and they try to compare it to compounded medications. And, you just, like I said, you cannot compete where there's no comparison. You cannot compare a research grade med that is not available for human consumption to a medicine that is regulated by the FDA board, because the FDA is going to make sure that there is authenticity, that there is purity, that the pH is correct, that it's labeled right. It's deep. So you want to make sure that if you are getting these medications, that you go through the avenue where that somebody looking out for your best interests. Hey, baby, I'm going to put the playback on YouTube. You'll be able to see it. I'm going to put the playback on YouTube. So let me just ask the question. Hold on. Let me see. How can I ask the question? Oh, let me ask the question. What are the regulatory procedures that the FDA ensures that compounded pharmacies must follow to make sure meds are safe for the community? Y'all, and this is just Chat GPT. This ain't no medical journal, because I didn't really have time to go there. This is just through Chat GPT. Okay. Oh, Lord, it's still going. So Chat GPT says, great question. Let's break this down clearly. It says compounded pharmacies are regulated differently from large pharmaceutical manufacturers, but still have to follow strict rules, and that's bolded, to protect patient safety. The FDA plays a major oversight role, bolded, for certain types of compounded, especially when public health is at risk. Number one, it says compounded drug must not be adulterated or misbranded. It says pharmacies must ensure proper sterile techniques, quality ingredients, and accurate labeling. They can't compound drugs that are essentially copies of approved commercially available drugs unless medically necessary. Let's see. Okay, then it goes down to explaining the differences between the two, 503A and 503B. Y'all, it goes into good manufacturing practice. We just talked about that. See, y'all can come right here to ChatGPT and get this information. It talks about ingredient restrictions. So it says only FDA, listen to this, please turn up the volume. Only FDA approved substances, FDA approved bulk drug substances can be used. Y'all understand? So when people say, oh, where did it come from? Girl, get out of my face. It don't matter where it came from, because we know that some medicines come from overseas. Please do not patronize me. Don't insult my intelligence. It's not about where it came from, friend. It is about if it is available for human consumption. Stop playing in my face. Because, you know, if you're going to do the research, girl, go on and do it. But don't play in my face. Don't do me. Don't do me. Okay? So it says, ingredients must meet United States Pharmacopeia standards. Period. I don't care what color you want to paint in, friend. It's going to read the same. So don't come over here trying to justify to me while you're doing research grade. If that's what you want to do, go do it. Stand on it. Stand 10 toes down on it if you want to. Do you. But don't come over here trying to compare your research grade to what I know the pharmaceutical board and the FDA is making sure you are doing for me. Okay? And at the end of the day, if you do me like Barry and Chin did them people when they was giving that prednisone, I'm going to sue the hell out you. Civil suit. Baby, civil suit. Who you going to sue if something happened to you with research? You can't sue nobody because it says in bold caps, not for human consumption. So you going to take your lick for whatever happened. When you put that candy in that pum-pum and you wind it up like they do in the Westerns and point that pum-pum at yourself and that thing go off on you, sit in it. I mean, come on to the emergency room. We're going to take care. We're going to do the best that we can. And that's just real talk. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to sway you, but I just want you guys to really think about this stuff. You know, you don't have to go far. I just opened up ChatGPT. You ain't got to go far and find all the cases of the things that happened to people who were doing research grade. And this little case that I told y'all about, the community didn't even know that these pharmacists, the community didn't even know that these pharmacists were using research grade. But just know, baby, they doing time. There are consequences because the FDA don't play when it comes to the public. The Pharmacopeia Board do not play when it comes to the public. They don't. So I'd rather take my chances making sure the FDA and the Pharmaceutical Board is making sure you're doing what you're supposed to when I get my meds through compounding than to go buy something research grade and then just Russian roulette myself. I'm not finna do that. Is there a difference between getting GLP-1 from the doctor's office and from someone who so no one should be selling that on TikTok. And there is a difference if you get it branded and if you get it compounded. If you get it branded, you're getting you're getting it from Eli Lilly or Novo Nordisk. They are the what do you call it? The people who they have trademarked their molecular formula. Okay, when you get it compounded, it's available compounded, through telehealth companies and compounded pharmacies. I ordered some last week, and once I saw not for human consumption, still sitting in the fridge. Girl, she said I wasted $80. I'm so sorry. Tip, get it out the fridge, baby. Throw it away. If you're not going to use it, there's no reason for it to still be sitting in your refrigerator, baby, because it ain't going to change the fact that it's not for human consumption. And I sure don't want something to be in your home tempting you to do something, you know, that you really don't want to do, you know, because sometimes, girl, it's just, you know, sometimes people be doing things and they don't be meaning no harm. You know, they don't be, I honestly don't think people have the intention of doing this to get harmed. I feel like people's mindset is in the right place. I feel like their heart is in the right place. It's just their mind is messing them up because they want what they want. You know, so I feel like their heart, I believe that their heart is in the right place. I don't think that anybody is wanting to do research grade. I just feel like their backs are against the wall. You know, there is a level of I want to say desperosity. I don't even know if that's a word, but I feel like people are, desperation. Thank you, baby. I feel like that is why people are doing it. Yes, baby, you can order. Keish, girl, we spell our name the same way, Keish. Yes, you can order glutathione without ordering GLP. Girl, my glutathione is working. Girl, look at my skin. It's working. Oh, Lord, my skin be just so, I just be glowing. I just be glowing, girl. I wish I would have known sooner about glutathione. Hey, Jean-Pierre. Definitely the cost and feeling like they have no other options. Right. I had said in one of my videos, I felt like when people get research grade, I feel like it gives them a source of access. You know, it is affordable. You know, they get a whole lot, you know, girl, I mean, it'd be a tray. I don't know if you, I'm sure you've seen it, but it'd be a tray of this stuff that's going to last them forever. But it's like, friend, you don't know what it is. You don't know if it's pure. You don't know the quality. You don't know if it's authentically what they say it is. The vials that I've seen, they don't have nothing on it. No documentation whatsoever in it. And then I see them with the diluent. Like, how you know that's the diluent that goes with that powder? That's the thing. How y'all know? You know, I'm hoping that it's sterile water, but is it sterile water? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. It's too much. Definite. CS Lux, glutathione is, it slows down aging, girl. It helps with it helps with cellular oxidation, and it neutralizes free radicals on your skin, which helps to slow down aging. Okay, friend. KEASHA all day long. I don't fully understand compounded or trademarked. Someone has in their bio an MD office. Okay, so Princess, if it's a MD's office, it may be a doctor who is networking with the compounded pharmacy. But definitely make sure you do your research before you order anything, okay? But 9 times out of 10, friend, if it's a doctor's office, they are probably networking with the compounded pharmacy, because I cannot, for the life of me, I would never want to believe that a doctor would be advertising research grade. So just ask them, are y'all networking with the compounded pharmacy, whatever doctors, whatever person that you want to go through. They purchased the kit for $10 and they're spending $100 to $1,000. What kit? Girl, don't tell me. I don't even want to know, Rhonda. Because whatever kit they purchased, because here's another thing. I do want to taste. How you knew? What y'all knows me? Here's the thing. It's only so much testing a person can do at home with their research grade meds. They can test the PA, but girl, they can't test the purity and the authenticity. Oh, good. What's that?
What you mean? It's tuna.
What's over there?
Oh, the tortilla.
Oh, okay.
I'm making tuna milk.
Oh, as a matter of fact, who asked me about that? Who said about the kits? I had looked that up. Hold on. Let me find. There was a article. Hold on. Hold on. Because I wanted to know. Because some people were saying, oh, you can buy research grade, but you just have to test it. And I'm thinking to myself, how are you going to test it? It has to be in a lab to be tested. Y'all don't have the things that a lab would have to test for purity. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. I think this is it. Okay. So, for a research grade medicine to be tested, these are the things that you look for: purity, identity. Let's see what's wrong with him. Purity, identity, stability, and sterility. So a person and pH. So a person can get pH strips to test their stuff with. But friend, please tell me, how are you going to test sterility at home? How are you going to identify what the powder is at home? And how are you going to identify the purity of it? There are so many things. I think some people can get microbial kits. Girl, I don't know. I don't even want to get too deep in it because I don't want to give nobody no ideas. But I know there are some kits that they send. Y'all know that's some BS, right? Well, people don't know. Y'all don't know. That is BS. I saw they are sending it to college research lab for testing. Okay, so that's what I mean. So yes, it needs to be sent to a lab. And those things cost like $100 to $500, depending upon how much information you want to know about what you sent in. And if you're going to spend that, why you don't just get your compound? By the time you buy it and pay for it to be sent in, why don't you just get the compound where you already know that the FDA and the pharmaceutical board is doing this? I just don't understand. I don't understand. And at the end of the day, that batch still was not used on a human. At the end of the day, it still wasn't used on a human. I don't know, child. Like I said, I got a little bit of education, but I got a whole lot of common sense. Friend says it's getting silly. Hey boo, we still here. We about to go in a few minutes, baby. We just still talking about this research stuff, girl. When I tell you, I just want y'all, oh Lord, I don't know what it is. It's like, y'all, it's the things that I have seen people do behind injectables. It's just, and the things that I have treated behind people injecting themselves with all kind of stuff, y'all. The recovery of that is painful. It's like it takes it just depends on what happens. It depends on what happened. And I just don't think it's worth it. I don't want to see nobody go through that when they could prevent it. I don't want to see nobody go through that. You know, but and it's almost like, how are we the richest country? Are we the richest country, y'all? And going through so much stuff when it comes to this medicine. Like we are going through so many extremes to get this medicine. And it's like, you know. But here again, like I said, you know, I'm just here to give y'all the facts. I'm not here to stress y'all out if y'all are doing research grade. I'm not here to, I am trying to change your mind. Like I'm hoping that, you know, I'm sparking something in your mind to at least think about it. You know, think about it. And at the very least, I want to give you all of the keys, you know, so that you can make the best decision that you want to make for your health journey. You know, I ain't judging you. I'm not judging you, but I just want y'all to be safe. And I just feel sorry. I just feel so sorry for people who do it. I ain't gonna lie. My heart speaks what it speaks, you know, and I I feel sorry for people that do it because I understand why you're doing it. Or I understand why you want to do it. Sorry, when I go to Amble, it asks me about GLP. Can you advise? You don't need a code, Keish. It's asked. So, here's the thing. You just pick any GLP. It doesn't matter. When you go through your medical questionnaire, I think that's like a window that you have to go through. But let me show you, friend. Hold on. Let me go to my page. Because when you go to checkout, it's going to ask what you want in your cart. And you just don't put the GLP one in your cart. Let me show you, friend. Let me log into mine. Because I forget what it looks like for y'all because I've been a patient girl for so long. My next payment is $1. Okay, so pick one, log back in, and pick at. Okay, thank you, Rosie. Let me pin that. Yeah, baby, you don't need a code. Queen Mama says, hold on, baby. Let me show Keish. So, Keish, when you get in, you're going to scroll all the way down. I'm hoping this is what your screen looks like. I don't know for sure. But when you scroll all the way down and you see some Moreland, scroll to the right and you'll see anti-aging. And then you're going to click learn more. And when you go to learn more, then that's when all of the supplements are going to come up. And then you can put them. Oh, I need a, okay, there it is. And so then then they're all going to come up. I'm hoping this is what your screen looks like. Miss Green said, I'm going to just roll with Amble. Me too, baby. As long as they taking care of me, they ain't got to worry about it, honey. I make sure I do my check-ins faithfully. Queen Mama, I didn't see a comment from you, friend. Let me go. Let me look back. And he says it's getting bad out here. Girl, it is. Hey, friend, does collagen powders really work? It made my stomach hurt. Shelly, yes, collagen works. If you can't take the powder, then do like a gummy or do like a capsule. You don't have to do the powder, baby. There are different forms of collagen that you can take. You can do the bone broth powder. Well, that's still a powder, but you don't have to do the powder, sweetheart, for the collagen. Please make sure you upload this to YouTube. I've been waiting for somebody to speak on this, especially you, Tiffany. I will. Is Amble a pay out of pocket if your insurance no longer covers it? Yes, you pay out of pocket, friend, but if you order in bulk, like if you order 3, 6, or 9 months at a time, we have Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, or you can use your FSA or HSA card, but yeah, you pay out of pocket, baby. But I promise you, we have the most competitive rates on the market right now. And our pharmacies, we only use 503A pharmacies, friend. Only. So our medicines do not come out of batches. Kiwi, that's not going to be good.
Yes, it is. It's lemon juice and lemon filler.
Okay, well, let me just taste it.
I'm not trying to turn it up for
collagen, okay. Yes, you can take collagen every day, friend. Would you participate in a research study? Are those safe? Felicia, I mean, I don't know if they're safe or not. I know I know that people who participate in research studies, they get evaluated by doctors. You know, they are getting blood work done and stuff like that. So, you know, it ain't like they're out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? People is watching them. Do I need a prescription from my doctor? You can either get it from your doctor or you can use the link that's in my bio. Now, I would advise you to try to get it through your doctor first, especially if you have insurance, because your insurance company will help you pay for it. If it's on your formulary. If it's not on your formulary, then you can ask for your doctors to do a prior authorization. That's a form that comes along with the criteria that you must meet. And once you meet that criteria, then your insurance company can help you pay for it. I'll never tell people to use compound or telehealth until they try their medical insurance first. Because honestly, I feel like, you know, that's the most cost-effective way for people to get their medicines if their insurance company can help them pay for it. One friend had to lose 50 pounds on her own before being considered for a research study. Wow. Where can I purchase the glutathione from? For the link that's in my bio, baby. Let me show you. Ooh, Lord, let me taste this, y'all. My daughter made a limoncello.
It's not too bad.
That's good. Is that regular lemonade?
Huh?
Is that regular lemonade?
Yeah.
With sugar? All that sugars? Oh, Lord. Okay. Hold on. So if you click this picture twice, it'll bring you to my profile page. That was the answer to my question. Thank you. Okay, baby. If you click this picture twice, it'll bring you to the my profile picture. I'm sorry, my profile page on TikTok, which is right here. Right underneath my email address is my website that houses the link for Amble. Is the very first link that starts with HTTPS that ends in KEASHA Dixon. Open it up. You're going to know you're in because you're going to see a picture of me. You're going to see my government name, honey. And then you scroll down till you see the link for Amble. There's your link for Amble. It'll bring you immediately to your medical questionnaire. Everybody has to go through a medical questionnaire with Amble, whether you get GLP-1 meds or you get anti-aging meds, because you are having a doctor that is going to write a script for you, and you will be having follow-ups with them. Okay, so our doctors, listen, they want their licenses, so they do things by the book. Okay, but the price point is on par. We have bulk pricing now. Again, with bulk pricing, you can do a firm afterpay, your FSA. You can do Klarna. Is one other thing I wanted to tell y'all. Oh, we also offer Zofran. I think Zofran costs $45 a month. Another thing I wanted to show y'all is all of the discount codes that I've been getting for y'all. I'm racking us up some discount codes. So the discount codes are always going to be in my personal website. My personal website is in my bio on TikTok. Okay, so I got us a Goalie Gummy discount code. I got us a Seek discount code. Finally, Plume, we have a discount code. Vita Authority, we have a discount code, you guys. So I'm waiting. Right now, I'm waiting on Bella Detox. I'm waiting on Mary Ruth. Somebody else we use a lot. Who is, Kiala. Now, here's the thing. I feel like with and Bloom. I'm waiting on Bloom as well. I feel like with Kiala, I feel like they give us a lot of discounts, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I have ever paid full price for Kiala. Seek, I have. But not Kiala. Hold on, Tracy. Let me see, baby. Give me 1 second. Let me approve some of these comments because they're trying to shadow a lot of y'all comments. Tracy, let me go back and see. Can I ask the question outside of Amble? Of course you can. Thank you, Miss Green. Isabella said, I just ordered 12.5, but I'm taking 8. Okay, baby doll. Saw your video earlier. Can you chat more about people going in the grave? So Paradox and Wes, I did this whole live about that. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, okay? Where can I purchase the glutathione? We answered that. So, Fran, your comment was shadowed. I can't see what it was that you were asking me. Yes, Annie, girl, I got us a 10% discount, y'all. I was shook when they sent me the email. I'm like, oh, I've only been asking this of y'all for like a couple months now, but I got it. And I don't even know. Let me see if there's a code. I don't think they gave me a code. I think it's just a link, though. Let me see. I haven't had a chance to Seek. Let me click on it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go to my emails because I forget. Because I sent so many emails to so many people. Let me see, friend. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's a link, y'all. It's a link where you'll get 10%. You have to use a link. They didn't give me a code. Off topic. I love your Christian Marie. Thank you, friend. Girl, I got all the pieces. I just ordered the purple one. It's linked in my bio. It's linked in the TikTok shop. So, I know. I love them. When I tell you they don't tarnish, listen, she does a great job with her jewelry. I've been having this forever, girl. I shower with it and everything. Yes, the Vital Authority. You get 15% off by using the link that's in my bio. For Seek, you get 10% off. Oh, yeah. It's a link for Seek. Who else gave us 10%? Of course, Plume gives you 10%. Vital Authority was the one that gave the most discount, y'all. And y'all know we love their collagen. Is the anti-aging supplements price gonna go down? I'm trying to think. I can't remember if we discussed going down in pricing for the anti-aging or if we discussed doing bulk pricing. I think it was bulk pricing that y'all had asked for first. So I think they just rolled that out. But I can definitely ask in our little chat that we have. Cookie says, I actually gained 7.6 pounds. Is there anything you can recommend? So, Cookie, are you on GLP-1 meds, girl? Oh, she says, I've been on ZEP since September. I lost 42 pounds, and now it's been 3 months of not losing. What dose are you on, friend? I use Mary Ruth vitamins, y'all. And then the collagen, friend, it really... Honestly, it does not matter what collagen you do. You know, I have a video up on my YouTube right now where I went through all the collagen that I have in this house. Girl, I have some from Vital Authority, who gives us the best discount, actually, by using the link that's in my bio. They give you 15% off. I use, what is it called? Micro Ingredients and Orgain. But I do love Vital Authority because Vital Authority also has a bone broth that has protein and collagen in it. So I love Vital Authority. Out of all of them, I love Vital Authority most because Vital Authority always couples their collagen with something. Like they have one that is coupled with bone broth. Hold on, let me see if I can show you, friend. And then they have the one that's coupled with protein and hyaluronic acid. So that's really why I really like Vital Authority, because they give you a lot of things for your purchase. Whereas with my micronutrients, it's just collagen peptides. Which is great. Do you recommend for us coffee girls for being on GLP? I do. I put it in my coffee, friend, and I also put it in my smoothies. Friend, y'all, listen what Girly Face says. She says, you look 19. I'm confused. Girl, I'm 48. 48 years old. And listen, I tell this, I tell people all the time how I got my gray hair. I had breast cancer at 32. And when my hair fell out, girl, I promise you, it was jet black. I had the prettiest hair, y'all. The prettiest, longest hair. It fell out. And when it grew back, girl, this is how it grew back. White. It grew back white like this. And that's how it's been since I was 32 years old. Drinking my water, very good. Cookie, she said, oh, y'all, thank you. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Trulicity? I think Trulicity is an amazing medicine. She says, my doctor, this is Keisha. She says, my doctor prescribed me that to start with. Trulicity, I know a lot of people who has lost some good weight on Trulicity, Keish. But here's the thing, you know, if you are taking your medicine and you feel like, I don't even know how to tell you what to look for, because y'all, you have to remember that, you know, these are endocrine medicines, you know, they're not weight loss medicines. So although I know we want the weight loss aspect to these medicines, but they really are endocrine medicines that are meant to change the way your body is metabolizing carbohydrates and fats. One of the things that I love about the semaglutide and the tirzepatide, though, is that, you know, there is appetite suppression and delayed gastric emptying that comes along with it. And that's where you get the weight loss at. And there's also a little bit of food aversion that comes along with it. Now, I love the healthy side of food aversion. That's where, you know, food aversion, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, food aversion is where, you know, you stop liking to eat things that you used to like to eat. You know, you used to love to eat maybe like sherbet, and now you can't stand the sight of it, you know. Or you just don't like to eat meat no more. Those are like, you know, and then food aversion can be associated with some mild nausea and stuff like that, which makes you not want to eat those type of things. So I like the healthy side of food aversion. So if you're not experiencing those type of things, you know, like the delayed gastric emptying, the minimal, you know, food aversion, things that's going to lead you to the weight loss, then I would tell my doctor, well, I don't know, you know, if this is really working. Can we try something else? But then here again, you know, when you're taking a GLP-1 medication or like a Trulicity, let me see if Trulicity is a dulaglutide. Let me see. Trulicity. Yes, it's a dulaglutide. So when you're taking a dulaglutide, even though it's in the same family with like semaglutide and tirzepatide, which is GLP-1 and GIP, you know, it's in the same family, but they all metabolize different. I think that's the best way I can tell you. So, you know, not all GLP-1s are the same. If one doesn't work, then you switch to another. And I don't know how to tell you how long to stay on that medication. You're just going to have to like weigh what's going on with you. You know, do you feel like you losing? You know, do you feel like you're feeling better? Because these medicines are supposed to have some type of anti-inflammatory effect where you start feeling better, resting better, you know, moving better. And if you're not experiencing those things, aw, my little boys are sitting right here, being quiet and being good. So if you're not experiencing those things, then you may want to switch to something else. So don't just be on those meds because that's what your doctor recommended. We love the recommendations, but if they don't work, they don't work. That's why you have what's called tried medicines and failed. And some of y'all insurance companies, those are some of the things that they expect for you to try certain things and fail them in order for them to start paying for the big guns. You know what I'm saying? For the Beyoncés and the Kellys of the GLP-1s. Does MIA know we can't read that? What you mean, friend? Oh, somebody in here acting crazy? I'm finna go anyway. Y'all don't block them. Just let them stay. Oh, are y'all talking about this person? Let me pin it. I don't know what it say, but it's up there. Don't block them, y'all. Let them stay because we finna go anyway. Oh, Lord. Woo, let them stay. Let them stay. Let me see if there's a, no, I can't. Child, they probably cursing us all out. I don't know. Shit, let them stay. Do y'all have any other questions for the 157 people who are in the chat? Y'all, thank y'all so much for spending this time with me. And listen, let me end the chat by saying, although I talked about research grade medicines, I don't want anyone to feel like I am attacking you. I am not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. You know, I'm a nurse at heart. You know, patient safety. You know, I love to do patient advocacy. What do you do for coffee, girl? I do half and half, like half is what I do. We do community. Uh-oh, somebody said, see my question. Let me see, Tracy. I don't see your question. DM me, friend. DM me. Anything I can do, anything I can pair it with to help with a true stall. I just feel like when you have stalls, you need to increase your protein, move your body a little bit more. Try intermittent fasting before you start buying other stuff like all of the NADs, the lipoces and stuff like that. I don't be wanting y'all to spend y'all money on stuff like that for stalls. Like if you want to battle, belly fat, that's what lipoc is for. Although it helps you with your metabolism, and some people say it breaks them out of their stalls. It could be true, but I don't want y'all to feel like y'all gotta buy all of this stuff because y'all see other people buying stuff. You just do what you think is best and try the one that doesn't cost you any money first, like increasing your protein, intermittent fasting. Do stuff like that first. But no, baby, I did not see your comment. They're shadowing you, so just DM me, friend. I promise you I'm going to respond. Thank you for spending your time with us. You're welcome. But I was saying, Janvier says she stalled for 4 months. Girl, then you definitely needed to be supplementing your med with something. Something. You like the loaded water, friend? Listen, I still drink my loaded water. I had people in the comments saying, why are you spending so much money on that? Because I want to. Golly, if you don't want to do it, don't do it, honey. But I love the loaded water community, honey. They turn me on. Did y'all see that video where you didn't miss it, friend, because I'm gonna post it to YouTube as soon as I get off. Right, because it's my money. I like the coconut water with the electrolytes and the lime and the I be switching up the my probiotic, but it's good to me. And I do coconut water instead of coconut milk. I see some people do coconut milk, which is fine. But anyway, like I was saying, saying I don't want anyone to feel offended like I am attacking you. Friend, I'm not attacking you. I'm just educating you. I already know that you've grown and that you're going to do what you want to do. I just want you to do those things safely. I want you to know what all the risks are so that if something happens, you can, at the very least, you'll be able to identify it. You know what I'm saying? So, to each his own. Now y'all have the facts and y'all just move how y'all want to move. And if y'all need me, if something go down, DM me. I'm going to respond. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you how to resolve it. Now, of course, I'm going to say go to the emergency room. Of course, I'm going to say tell them what it was that you took, whether you feel comfortable, because if they know what's going on, I promise you they'll be able to help you faster than them having to go through all the little identifiers. I was saying in the chat early, people will come through the emergency room and they be did stuff to themselves and they think we can't identify what really happened. We can. We know, even if you're not honest with it, we know. Now, it may take us, some process of elimination as far as treatments, but we really get down to the bottom of it. That's why I don't understand why people be doing crime. It's almost like if a person does a crime, you don't think the police gonna find out what happened? And it don't take much. It's things, these doctors, they studied this, nurses, they studied this. We've taken care of enough patients to know when you have injected yourself and you have cellulitis, or whatever, an abscess, or, it's, low grade medicines, or you've taken a medicine that possibly could expire. It'd be all kind of stuff people be doing that we know, So just be safe, y'all. That's the whole moral to this whole story. Whatever you choose to do, just make sure you get all the facts before you step out there on the, like I say, the deep end of the water and you don't have a life vest or you don't know how to swim. Okay. What is Tiffany plate? Oh, I don't know, baby. You've been around. Girl, I've definitely been around the block when it comes to, listen, I'm telling you. Okay, Tracy, y'all, I wish nurses can write books on the stuff that we've experienced. Let me tell y'all something. Let me just keep it real cute with y'all. Most y'all watch medical shows, TV shows, and y'all see all of these outrageous cases that be on the shows. Y'all, that stuff be true. That stuff be true. It be true. It be true. It be true. It be true, y'all. It be real cases. Different characters. That stuff be true. Stuff like that really be happening. B-Max says, I would be rich. Girl, do you hear me? Bestsellers. Tracy says Grey's Anatomy. Honey, it'd be true. It'd be true. What skin products do you use? Pinky, I use a lot of stuff, honey, but the most thing that I'm most proud of is my glutathione, because I don't use as many products on my face anymore because I don't have to, because my skin is naturally, I feel like glutathione healed my skin, because I used to have like dry patches in my eyebrows. My skin used to be real textured right here and on my cheeks right here. I used to have a lot of discoloration, and now I don't. Like, you can see my discoloration right here. This used to come way out here. I feel like my discoloration is receding by taking glutathione. I love glutathione. Y'all, I love NAD. I think NAD is going to take the place of ADHD medicine. If you have ADHD, or you have like brain fog, or you have like mental cloudiness, NAD makes you so task oriented, but without being like stimulated. It has no stimulant in it at all. It just makes you focus on what you have to do, like in the best way. Like when I take my NAD, I just be so productive. And when it's time for me to go to bed, I go to bed peacefully. But as far as, so Boston Kevin, have you taken ADHD medicine that was a stimulant, like something like a Vyvanse or a Adderall or something like that? Because I have taken them both, and when I tell you, that stuff made me so anxious. When I was in nursing school, I took Vyvanse, and I'm telling you, I would be up for hours. I would be up for days sometimes. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you've not experienced that, because it's like, now I was focused. It did, those type of medicines, they do help you focus, but I just think they make people agitated and like nervous, and it's just too much stimulation. And it's like it's only so long. It's like you almost get sick of yourself. You be so stimulated. It's like, damn, when am I going to calm down? When can I sit down? Like, mentally, you're thinking that to yourself. I just want to go to sleep. And then you have to take something to make you go to sleep when you take those type of meds. NAD is not like that. It makes you super focused without the anxiety. I went on meds for depression and anxiety. Got you, friend. I take Lexapro right now for my anxiety. I'm a naturally anxious person. That's why I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine and outpatient medicine, because it's always, I'm always busy in those areas. So I like that. It's almost like a balance for me, but Kevin, listen, I'm getting older, so I may have to reevaluate. I may have to reevaluate what I'm doing in nursing, because it does get a little bit exhausting too, which is why I've been taking a lot of time off. I've been home more than I worked this year. I don't know, friend. Anyway, I'm babbling at this point. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for spending this time with me. Again, if you are a patient who wants to start your GLP-1 journey, if you have medical insurance, call your pharmacy benefits managers and see if these meds are on your formularies, so that your insurance companies can help you take care of the cost. And if it's not on your formularies, or if you're going through a challenging PA, then find you an amazing telehealth company that is going to take care of you. I am partnered with Amble Health. There is a link in my bio where we will pair you with an obesity trained specialist who will meet with you, talk to you about your comorbidities, your medication history, meds that you're currently on. They'll talk to you about your weight loss history, things that you have taken, things that you feel like work. And they will develop a personalized plan for you. Amble is an amazing company, y'all. I've been with them. It's been a year now. And I'm so glad I was introduced to them through you all. I came online, asked y'all who we were using. Y'all pointed me to Amble, and I'm so excited about that, because now I'm a patient. My mom, my sister, my daughter, my husband, my dad now. I lost a total of 95 pounds. My husband lost 70. My daughter lost 45. My sister lost 65. My mom lost 35. And my dad, he's just on a low dose of TERS for cardiovascular protection, because he is a aortic aneurysm rupture survivor. You know, people don't survive that. So my dad is taking it for cardiovascular protection. So if you know anyone who needs these type of medicines for whatever, y'all know not everybody is taking it for weight loss. There's people taking it for fatty liver disease, obesity. They're taking it for chronic kidney disease. People are taking it because they are pre-diabetic and they don't want to develop diabetes. Diabetics are taking it to control their A1C levels, and it's working out so amazing for them. Patients who have sleep apnea are taking it to help them rest better. Patients who have autoimmune diseases are taking it because it helps them with pain associated with inflammation. Like these medicines, and there's more research being done on these meds, y'all. Y'all know, did y'all know that Saxenda is now FDA approved for PCOS? Did y'all know that? So your insurance company, you can get a prior authorization done and get approved Saxenda, y'all, if it's available. I don't even know if it's a shortage for it or not, but I do know it is FDA approved for PCOS now. Y'all, that's an amazing win for the PCOS community. So I don't know. I love y'all. Y'all know I end every live by saying, don't be moved by what you see. Move what you see by what you say. So no matter what it is that you are going through in life that makes you feel less than, it's causing you disparity, it's causing you to feel discouraged, it's causing you to procrastinate, it's challenging your self-worth. I don't care if it's a person, it's school, it's your job, it's your spouse, it's your children, your family. Ooh, Lord, that family. I don't care what it is. Don't be moved by what you see. Move what you see by what you say. Always speak life over it. Always. And don't ever let anyone challenge your integrity or your character. Always remember that you wear a crown whether people can see it or not. You live in a palace whether people can see it or not. You sit on the throne whether people can see it or not. People do not have to like the way you move in your life, but they must respect you at all times. And we have zero tolerance for disrespect. So just remember that, okay? Girl, that family. Right, so I love you guys. I'm going to download this live and post it up to Facebook, to YouTube. So give me about 45 minutes and it'll be up. I love you guys so much. You guys have a good night. Bye.